And 3, 2.
All right. What's going on, family? Welcome to the Value Menu. My name is Moses. I'm your host for today.
My name is D-Lou.
And we got a
today.
My bad.
You good?
And we got a very, very, very special guest today, man. Tell them who we with, man.
My fault, man. We just came from Mississippi. What's going on? It's your boy Prophet. How you doing?
Yeah, my boy Prophet, bro. Thank you for coming, bro.
Nah, most definitely. I appreciate the
you,
opportunity. Most definitely. I appreciate it.
This, for people that know, it's a heavy hitter amongst us, man.
Definitely.
We got a heavy hitter, bro. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
Most definitely. Like I said, came from Mississippi, Tupelo, Mississippi to be exact. Recently moved to Atlanta, of course. Business has been booming. Made a business decision, of course, because 70% of sales came from Atlanta. So I was like, shoot, ain't no sales come from Mississippi. So I was like, shoot, I might as well just go ahead and come out there. So yeah, I've been doing a clothing brand for about 3 years now. Clothing brand actually was nationally ranked since 2023 as the best clothing brand from Mississippi. I never told you that, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, we've been blessed. We've been very much blessed.
That's
for
tough,
sure.
bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Appreciate
That's
the clap.
crazy.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Appreciate it, home. Appreciate
Gotta
it.
clap
Sure.
for my guy, bro. Yo, man, this is gonna be one of them ones, bro.
Most definitely.
A lot of people gonna get some gems from this.
If they listen.
I'm excited if they listen.
If they listen. You know, most people don't apply nothing, so we'll see what they do. We'll see what they
I
do.
remember, not to derail. I remember we was on that live with the artist guy.
Man, he was
that
tripping. The game was tripping.
If he see
bad.
this, stick to art, man. Yeah, it's like. Anyway,
He knows. Stick to art. He knows exactly who he is, bro. We don't even have to talk about him. Just stick to art, bro.
Yo,
no clue, bro.
please,
He got it though, bro.
But yo, man, I want to get right into it.
For sure.
Yo, all right. So, for someone who want to start a clothing brand, right?
Okay.
Matter of fact, what inspired you to start your brand? Especially coming from Mississippi. I don't.
Most definitely. We don't do that
You
at all.
don't really have a huge fashion market.
We don't have a fashion market at all. Like
Right.
people wear Wrangler jeans, bootcut jeans, and boots. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like I was just in Soho and looking at, leather jackets and stuff like that, and biker jackets. They was like, yeah, he still got that country in him. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's my heritage. But no, I'd say the first thing if it comes to like starting a clothing brand is number one, understand that not only is it super, super hard, but it looks really easy because there's so many people that are going viral because of the hard work they put in. A lot of people don't really look at it as like, oh, this person going viral. Yeah, they're going viral, but remember, they probably are 5 years in. Just because the video that you just came across is a viral video, bro, they probably put in so much work behind the scenes for real, that you will never ever see, but you're just seeing the viral video. So I would probably say number one is not the easiest thing in the world, and number two, you probably shouldn't be doing it. I would always tell people that. It's crazy to say that because I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm just keeping it real, but this isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Businesses are not for everybody. People know this within the first 5 years. Most businesses fail. That's usually the easiest time for any business to fail financially, mentally, things like that. So just understanding that this might not be for you, but you can always try it out. My dad, he instilled that in me a long time ago because I wasn't even going to play college football. And the first thing he told me was, he said, if you don't do it now, you'll never be able to do it again. So I just said, shoot, I might as well just try it. And God has been blessing me to see where it's been, been landing at. So.
Okay, yeah, because I love that you said, like, a lot of people shouldn't be doing it, because I agree with that. Because, like, I feel like it's easier to get, don't get me wrong, it's nice to be influenced, but, like,
that word.
Sometimes, right.
That word.
It's nice to be influenced and want to, get motivated and want to be like someone based on their success or whatever the case is, right?
So.
But, like, I feel like if you know what type of person you are, you should know that, all right, maybe I'm not maybe I'm not this type of person to where I want to start this. Because, like, a lot of people don't understand, like you just said, it's a lot of work.
It's hard,
It's not easy.
It's hard, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You getting yourself into something just based off of the dopamine that you saw.
For sure.
That hit off in your brain because you saw success and they getting mad orders. But like you said, it take a year. Like, sometimes it take years for people to hit that.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
for anybody, bro. Like, these designer brands that are, that are huge, that we, look up as, it's like, oh, like, this is a status symbol. And I guarantee you it took them literally 30, 40, 50 years to finally reach this point. Some of the people that we actually wear nowadays, they're probably dead. And they never even seen their, what they started being this successful. So I think that's also a dope idea.
Nah, heavy on not see what they started. When you look at certain like designer clothes and like certain clothing you wear, you can see that they started in like 1980, 1970.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Even before
So
that.
definitely
Seriously.
So before that,
Yeah.
Crazy concepts for real.
So to kind of segue into that, right? Let's say it's someone that wants to start a clothing brand, right?
Okay.
They're 100% set. They this is what they want to do.
Yeah.
What's the first step they should take before they even should think about designs at all?
Okay, first step before they do designs,
Yeah.
go work a job.
Yeah.
I know that's, again, everybody wants to be a business owner. Who don't want to make money while they're I just got a Shopify order, by the way. Like, who doesn't want that? You feel what I'm saying? But I think I always look at it as like, it's a business, which means you need finances. If you don't have finances, you literally can't make money. And a lot of people don't know the ways about going to a credit union and getting finances out, or going to get a loan, or having established credit, because you're just not starting a business. You can't just start a business, get an LLC tomorrow, and be like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I need about $50K tomorrow. They're not gonna give you that. So I would say the number one thing is start a job, and I would tell you, don't ever quit your job until you start losing money from your business in a very substantial way. Then I would quit my job for my business. But when I say, I'm not talking about, oh, I had one good month, I'm gonna quit my job. It's got to be almost 6 months, a year, and you be like, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of pushing me back from my business that's already doing well.
Yeah, because I see a lot of videos, right? And it's like, it'll be how to start a clothing brand. And then you'd be like, okay, start designing.
Find a manufacturer off Alibaba. It's the same thing. It's the rinse and repeat of information. We get the same thing every day. I promise you.
Then it'll be like, okay, it'll be like, get $700. Okay, how am I gonna get $700?
Exactly. Those applications
Is that
are
just
cool.
gonna appear magically in front of my lap? Put the actual steps. Where are they getting the finances from? Like you just said, you might want to get a job.
Most definitely.
Sell some lemonade or something on the street.
Bro,
do something.
Anything that, again, depending on people, because everybody morals different. Get it how you get it.
Yeah.
But understand that you're gonna need finances no matter where you are within this business. We still have financial troubles and things of that nature. So
Oh, that's true. I want to point one thing out. What's the secret to making a product that people not only want to buy, but they want to talk about?
Okay, cool. Number one thing, a lot of my products that I make are actually not as crazy as people deem them to be. Prime example. Let's just go with mohair cardigan. Prime example.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was crazy about that product. They might throw a picture up here, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. But one thing I noticed about the product, though, is the color brought it to me. The color is what brought people to looking at the product. I always look at it the same way I look at it as we're grown men here. The same way we approach women. The first thing that I'm looking at, I'm not looking at a woman across the room and be like, damn, she got a good heart. I'm looking at the appearance. You gotta drag my attention. You gotta get my attraction first. So with products like that, it might be the colorway. It might be the way that it fits. It might be the way that things are done with details, but you gotta get the attraction first. Once you get the attraction first, now that's when people start feeling the material. Because you can't sit there and record a video and be like, oh yeah, it's got good quality. I can't feel that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't feel it. So it's like, why would I sit there and believe it's good quality if it don't even look good to me? I'm just gonna skip past it. You feel what I'm saying? So I think definitely the appearance of the product is definitely the most important thing for real. Because you can't get anything else, because I'm gonna swipe past if I just see the appearance and it's ugly.
Oh, for sure.
Nah, I 100% agree with that. Cause like, I look at the face first, then I look at like the appearance, like what you got on.
Most definitely.
You get what I'm saying? Sometimes even the appearance, the outfit first. Sometimes your outfit, you got a nice fit on, even if you're not necessarily attractive in a way.
The eyes bring you.
If you got a fire fit on, your fit is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I definitely agree on that for sure.
No, most definitely.
Okay, word.
No, I definitely love a fire fit, because also having a fire fit on always boosts your level of confidence.
No, most definitely.
So if I could see that you could throw that fire on, I'm like, nah, you definitely probably have a great personality. Like, your confidence level's up there.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they
you know,
love
you
it.
know what you're doing. You
Most
know,
definitely.
There's a reason behind it. So
Yeah,
definitely.
because like a lot of people while I've been here, they was like, oh my goodness, we love your outfit. Then I start talking. You know, I'm not gonna lie, they love the South. They love the South out here. I'm not gonna lie. They be like, oh, this guy, he's not from here, obviously. But again, the appearance and the eyes brought it first. They would never talk to me if, again, the appearance didn't get them. So
For sure.
Okay. Your brand has gone viral multiple times, right?
appreciate you, Jesus.
You right.
Appreciate
Shout out.
Jesus.
Shout out.
Real talk. That's my guy up there, man.
Yo. Right. What would you say is like maybe like the formula to like creating content? Because we know you. What year was that? When you was just dropping viral videos like it was nothing.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Yeah. So what's the formula? And what can you like kind of decode from like as far as like steps? Like tell us.
Okay. So like I said, number one kind of goes back to what we were just talking about. The product starts everything. Without understanding and establishing a good product, you will never, and I mean ever, be able to get anything started when it comes to that degree. Second thing I would say is understand how I can get this product in front of more people than less people. I don't care if you go outside and shoot your content. I don't care if you go outside and literally have it on a rack and just show people that walk by you. I need as many eyes on a product as possible because we understand numbers in life. When people go in stores, just because they walk by it doesn't mean they're going to buy it. So with that being said, you got to get more people than none, because if I have 50 pieces but I only show it to 50 people, I might not even get one order. But if I have 50 pieces to sell and I get 5,000 people, give me better options. I want to win the lottery, but I don't want to play on no bad odds. You feel what I'm saying? So I would say definitely getting way more people to see the product. That's number two. And also consistency. I know we hear this all the time. Everybody talk about consistent this, consistent that. I don't even think it just has to be with posting consistently. I always look at life in general. If I can get 1% better in something that I was really bad at yesterday, I'm better in life. Whether or not it's the business side, whether or not it's the content side, whether or not it's the marketing side, emails, SMS. There's something you can get better in today that you were not better at yesterday. And so I would just look at it like that. And that's kind of my formula.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much that simple, though.
I wanted to add this too because I feel like this was a big kind of like point or like a big thing that you did, and I want to kind of decode it and kind of give it to like the newer generation. You remember when you was doing like the feet thing?
Hell yeah. The feet turn me up. Most definitely.
This, I want you to kind of like put yourself in like I guess a consumer shoes.
Okay.
Why did you do that, right? And what I know, obviously, your objective was to get more eyes, right?
Most definitely.
How did you even come up with that?
For sure. So, prime example, again, I was playing college football. Mind you, I was shooting content in dorms and at my apartment. This particular day, mind you, I'm posting every single day. This particular day, mind you, I typically shoot with socks on, flip-flops, this, that, and the other, but people never see my feet, this, that, and the other. This particular video, I was not paying attention. I was just recording the content with the product on the ground. And my feet just so happened to be in the video in the very corner. And mind you, I got athlete's feet. I'm not gonna hold you. My feet hideous. I go get them done here and there, but like my feet hideous. So the comments, I noticed that my video went viral, and I mean viral from like a standpoint of not really having that much success with virality. And I was like, this video got 200,000 views before my next meeting for football. I'm like, what's going on? I checked the comments. This product's hard. Where can I get it? But damn, your feet are hideous. So then it's literally a spree of just feet. And I'm like, okay, I noticed that's grabbed attention. Can I do this again? So the next video I did, not only did I put the feet in it, I responded to a comment that was probably the most liked comment on that video about the feet. Because obviously there's a lot of people that are relating to that same post. They wouldn't like it if they don't agree with it. So boom, I sat there and recorded the video next, responded to that video with the most liked comment, putting the feet in it again. Now I got more people because guess what? There's a lot of people agreeing, which means it's going to put it on their For You page. Once I did that, now I got everybody doing the exact same thing however I wanted to. So I had a spree literally where I was getting 100,000 view videos every day and I was posting like 3 times a day. I promise you. So it was a cheat code. But again, that also goes back to what we talked about before this. If you got a viral hit, if you do not utilize it then, you will never get it again. You only get one chance with viral. You seriously do. And with this brand thing, a lot of people think, oh yeah, I could just go viral once and then come back. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't work. Try it if you want to. You know, that's just anybody. Like, even myself, like, you can't just go from being on top, leave for a minute, and not be on top, because we scroll every day on TikTok and Instagram.
Absolutely. I'm going to throw another boomerang at you real quick.
Mhm.
How do you feel about viral and trending pieces and people recycling?
Okay.
And how do you feel about that culture? Like,
Most
how do you
definitely.
feel about that?
So this is very hypocritical, because I actually have a hit product that literally still sells to this day. That was a recycle of something that somebody did. Shout out to the SSN Zip Up. She moved me from Mississippi to Atlanta. But when we recycle, there's one thing I always tell people. Do you want this to be your identity? And if you want this to be your identity, that's cool. You can literally sell that for the rest of your life. If you want to make money just off that product, trust me, we see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? We see the tote bag. Everybody from Marc Jacobs, everybody knows them for the tote bag. That's what they prioritize. But if you do that, do you think the audience that you just made a viral post on or a viral product with, can you shift their narrative later on? One thing I noticed is when I did the viral drop with the SSN Zip Ups, everybody loved it. And then the next drop I did something completely left field that was nowhere close to the SSN Zip Up. No sales. No sales in that complete drop. And I'm like, but my SMS list is crazy. I got all these people following me from this viral drop. What happened? I went a little bit too left field. Now that I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, cool, if I went too left field with this one, how can I get back to where I originally was? And if I can get back to where I originally was, let's see if I can shift it and be like, hey, this is the direction that we was at. Let's see if we can take you this way. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
I like that. Yeah, word. Because a lot of people, I don't think they think it through.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Like, for instance, I'm going to just bring this up, the big face tees.
Screw those things.
Oh,
Shout out my guy
man.
Bill, though. Shout out my guy Bill. Jesus Christ, bro.
The big face tees, man, I don't say I hate a lot of things. I hate those.
No, I hate those. No, that's a bad product.
That's just me.
That's a bad product.
Personally, I'm not shaming nobody who makes them. I don't. But I genuinely dislike them. And I feel like it became a super trend. Everybody was
I never understood it.
And it's like,
I never understood it.
Okay, so all right, you're doing this product, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What? How does it correlate to your brand? Right? Is this gonna be your identity now, or are you just doing it to kind of, catch the momentum?
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, me personally, I never thought about it like that. Even as a brand owner, I never thought about how I can catch this momentum that people are riding. I never thought about it. My sole reason was to drop clothes that I feel like that I personally like, and people in my industry like, or
Correct.
people
Most
in my niche
Or community.
Right. I never thought of, George are hot right now. Let's put a big face on the George or something. I don't know.
It's insane.
That's just
people
me.
have done it.
George.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know.
What about those beanie hats, like
Which ones?
with the different letters on the top and?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just say, man, this is the harsh reality, and this is gonna give some people some daggone motivation. Clothes might be really bad, but somebody will wear it.
That is true.
And that's every brand owner in America, or overseas who's ever watching this as well too. Like, there's literally clothes that nobody in your town will ever like, but there's some town that loves those clothes specifically. I don't understand it, but that's why I always say, like, this is literally just the luck of the draw, but it's also how much work you put in, because you can make something that nobody likes, but you got that niche right there that always buys, and you win every time. Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
It's something for everybody.
Most definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's dive a little bit into like marketing.
Okay.
Marketing is huge. It's definitely a successor if you trying to go somewhere. But for somebody that have $0 for ads,
Okay.
what's another ideal way to market your brand?
Okay. Word of mouth is the number one way. And it's still literally, you can look this up on the internet. It's still the number one way of marketing to this day. Prime example, we're in New York right now. Let's say you go to Times Square, or you go wherever you want to go, and everybody is sitting here talking about the same party. Hey, y'all going to this, that, and the other? Or y'all going to this pop-up? Oh, no, what pop-up you talking about? Oh, this one right here. Now you're more interested in it. You walk up to another group of people. Oh, y'all going to this right here? Oh, what y'all talking about? I just heard about this. Yeah, we finna go this, that, and the other too. Everybody's not going because they sit there and seen it themselves, because ads is typically the way to get a wider reach. word of mouth is one of the easiest ways of getting anything pushed out. So I would look at it as number one, get yourself out in the field. A lot of people want to be so mysterious nowadays. First off, it's so corny. The whole mysterious game of like, I don't want to be the face behind the brand. I don't want to do this with the brand. I don't want nothing a part of the brand, but I want the success from the brand. Corny, put that away. Just understand that you've got to have some form of like your face being on it. If you don't, nobody's going to know you. If I walked in the mall right now, nobody would know, oh, that's the owner of Profit Minded. I want to buy something from him right now because he got something in the trunk. If you're mysterious, they'll just be like, oh, it's just another guy. So I would say word of mouth, number one. And number two, posting literally every day, because it's a growth game. If you get one follower today and you had one less follower yesterday, bro, you won today. It's not that bad. You know, people be wanting to have the viral videos, but bro, you're making progress. It's a slow game, depending on how you play it. You know, it's just a slow game for everybody, though. So I would say that for sure.
A lot of people wouldn't be able to survive in the 80s.
No,
like,
not at all.
Business owner.
I talk to my grandma about that all the time, too. Like, this generation, luckily I was, again, country, you know, Mississippi. So we were raised outside and this, that, and the other. And they used to tell us all the time, they used to be like, man, y'all got it so lucky. And I never really understood it. Mm-hmm. Like, we got things such as, like you said, AI. We got Uber. We got DoorDash. Like, nah, man, they was back in the day. They was actually
text blasts.
They was doing none of that. Yeah, ain't got none of that. And so like a lot of the people nowadays, they're so lazy because we've made life lazy.
Literally.
And that's a good thing and a bad thing. But the thing is, it's only a bad thing to the people who don't want to use those skills. If you don't find a way to make somebody else lazy, not gonna lie, shoot, you just got trapped in with the source. So, you know, but it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I hear the same stories. Like they was out there just, if they need to get their business out there, they gonna stand and hold a sign up, yo,
every day,
boom, or be outside with their table set up. You don't see that anymore a lot.
No, like, we don't do that.
The setups with the table outside, people selling outside, guerrilla marketing.
Not at all.
Right, guerrilla marketing is almost dead. People don't.
No, it definitely almost is. It's on the verge of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
And people claim that they have this thing called social anxiety and this, that, and the other. Example, I'm actually a dude I was diagnosed with depression in 2023 after I graduated from football. And he was like, oh, bro, you know, what's going on? I was like, man, I feel like I can't really talk to nobody. He said, how many times are you on your phone a day? I was like, man, I'm on my phone a lot. He was like, that's the problem. And I think that's another thing with this generation. Of course, you know, health is wealth and mental is always wealth, especially with us men. But a lot of the reasons why a lot of people are scared to talk to people is because they talk to this thing every single day.
Yeah.
If you talk to this every single day, I'm not going to lie. A person is not the same thing as you talking on the phone.
No, for sure.
Like, it's completely different. So I would say, yeah, like just the in-person marketing is definitely a top tier way.
Okay. All right. So we all know that streetwear is pretty crowded.
Shout out to that word. I don't even use that word anymore. Yeah. I hate that word with a passion.
Or whatever they call it. What's the word that they call it? It's whatever.
Oversaturated.
Right? Oversaturated.
Yeah,
that's the
terrible word too.
Yeah.
We can talk about that too.
Yeah, right. That's what they say it is, right? So how do you kind of separate yourself from everybody else, like the noise, the trends, the all of that stuff? How you separate yourself?
Okay. Like I told you guys, number one thing is making a product that doesn't look like everybody else, which is very hard. Everything in this world has pretty much been done, but there is a way you can manipulate it to make it look like it's been brand new. If I just seen a hoodie that looks the same as the hoodie before the last scroll and the one before the last scroll, I'm not going to look at your hoodie because I just seen 3 of them. If you make something that's completely different with a different material, different fabric, different garment, that forces people to stop and look at it no matter what because they're not used to seeing it. I think a lot of the pieces that I try to make, prime example, I just released Michael Jackson gloves. Shout out to Mike. I literally dropped Michael Jackson gloves, and people were like, they're hard.
That's different.
No, and the thing is, though, it's different, but the thing is, it's not different at all. The only thing is, people aren't going to do it. A lot of people are scared to do different things because there is no proven success with you doing something that nobody's done. You literally can't go off and be like, oh, I've seen this person drop something different. I see his results. There's no results of it. You can't check anything. So when you make things that are different, you are a little bit scared. It's just like you jump in a new city. You don't know what to expect. But the thing is, if you do it the right way, you can grab way more attention than you just recycling something that's already trending. So I would definitely say, like, definitely make a product that's unique because that's going to make you stand out no matter what. Number two, again, Understand consistency. If they can see it more times, you win. You literally can't fail by posting every day. You literally can't. If you want it for real. Some people don't want it for real though. So
yeah. You also do wholesale.
I do wholesale. That's what pays my bills, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to wholesale. I don't touch none of my Shopify money.
Yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. Because I feel like, we all get used to that ding, 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 that Shopify
Oh, yeah, that
sound.
Shopify ding is cool.
And we kind of neglect that other avenue, right?
So it's a whole nother bag.
Right,
Seriously.
exactly. So kind of talk about the importance of like kind of venturing into other, avenues as far as clothing.
Most definitely, because number one, again, Shopify ding is one of the most beautiful sounds in the world.
Absolutely.
We all love the sound. The only thing about that sound is that sometimes that sound will not be heard, but you can still be making money with it. Like I said, recently, realizing that I had hit products. I used to, back in the day, I used to have a hit product and I'd be done with it. And I realized later on when I started running ads and just realizing how clothing brands work in the whole, aspect of it, a lot of the things that people have found success on, they don't ever leave. Like, prime example, let's just use like a Balenciaga, this, that, and the other. Most of the things that are trending from them, they will keep on dropping it. Absolutely. They'll keep on reproducing it. It might take a minute for it to come back, but they'll never let it completely leave for real. Why? Because it's making money. I think anybody is completely insane if you have a hit product, and I had to learn this myself because I missed this with the Young Thug hoodie.
Yeah, oh man.
Mind you, Young Thug just got free. I kid you not. I had a Young Thug hoodie that hit 30K in 10 minutes, and I was burning my house down. And I completely stopped selling it right after. I was done selling it. I went 2 years later to go back and sell it, did nothing. Didn't get a single sale. Why? It was already dead. So I would say if you have a hit product, milk it as long as you can. I've been selling that same SSN zip up for a year and 9 months now, and I don't have to do anything. It gets shipped to my fulfillment center. They package it up. I don't even have to see it no more, but people are still ordering it. So I just look at it like that. If you got a hit product, you might as well go ahead and just keep on rinse and repeat, because that's finances that you can use for other things. Like you said with the wholesale, they're not asking for my new products. They're asking for the things that everybody wants, not with this new stuff, because there's no success from it. There's no results. So I'd say with wholesale, it's a whole nother bag though. It's way bigger than Shopify. I promise you.
Where do you think that mindset come from? That because I notice a lot of people do that. They'll drop one item, it'll do good, they'll sell out, and they'll never drop it again. Especially smaller brands. I don't get it.
They think that it's exclusive. Like, they'll sell 50 pieces and think it's exclusive. Bro, we can go up the block, it's 50 people. I can shake 50 people's hand in 5 minutes right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably less than that. So I look at it as like, bro, that's not exclusive. Exclusive, if we want to keep it real, bro, you can sell to 10,000 people, it's still exclusive. Spread that around every single state in America. 10,000 people, that's nothing.
That's not even a small city.
That's nothing. So I look at it as like, is that really exclusive? And that's the whole notion of like, oh, it's limited. I got
50 pieces we talking about.
50 pieces, bro. That's 5
on,
houses, bro. So
50 pieces.
But that goes back to what we were talking about with this whole recycled information. And this is kind of why I hate TikTok, and this is why I don't even be on social media. I might be getting old, I'm not gonna lie. But the whole like, we're getting the same so-called free game, and not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say it's not what people need to hear, but it doesn't work like that for everybody. I could write a book right now, how to make $1 million. You read it, you won't make $1 million. It doesn't really matter. It just happens to the right people.
Yeah. Now that we're on this topic, right, another avenue that you kind of get into, right, is pop-up, being at like events like Atlanta Street Market, and OTS. You did OTS?
I've done things like Highway 6, like OTS, things like that. Yeah, most
but
definitely.
you got I don't know.
Complex Con is on the way. Shout out to Complex.
Complex Con on the way.
We're going bigger and badder. Most definitely. Shout out to those guys.
Again, let's talk about the importance of that, because I know brands that don't do pop-up shops.
Man, yeah.
I don't understand, because like, you literally get to be in front of your consumer. Like, you get to talk to them, shake their hand, tell your brand, your message, your story. That's kind of community. You build a community.
For sure.
Talk a little bit about that too, like just the importance of it.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I learned again with just getting to be able to talk to people in person is pop-ups are very, very easy. Number one thing, like in life, if you have something in person, it's way easier to sell it than online. They can try it on, they can look at it, they can feel it, this, that, and the other. So the pop-ups make actually your sales 20 times easier. If we had the same results of pop-ups as we had on Shopify, everybody be having a good day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'll have 1,000 sessions in a day, and you might not get that many orders. If you meet 1,000 people at a pop-up and you got it physically on hand, their size right there, bro, you're gonna get a sale. So I think number one with that is kind of building that community to be like, hey, I can meet the face behind the brand, and also them being able to get the full experience like they're shopping at a real shop. One of the things we did at the last streetwear, y'all can get this free game if y'all want to. One of the biggest things that I think correlated to my best streetwear in history, 50K in 2 days, by the way. So the biggest thing that I learned, because I had this problem because I'm a big denim guy. I love denim. I love jorts. I love bottoms. One of the biggest problems that I realized was a bunch of customers from the last streetwear were trying to buy jorts and things of that nature, but I wouldn't let them try it on. I wouldn't tell them, hey, you can go to the bathroom and try it on and then bring it back. Because that sounds dirty, number one. And number two, I don't know if you're going to ever bring it back. So what's the first thing I did as soon as I was done the last streetwear? I said, hey, bro, I'm finna go on Amazon right now. I bought a dressing room. I built a dressing room at my booth. And prime example, there was a dude who was across from me. He realized that I had a dressing room. He paid me $20 every time he used it.
That's tough.
I didn't even suggest that. He literally said, bro, I'll give you $20 every time a customer comes and uses it, whether or not they buy it or not. But again, that's solving a problem. Again, with the clothing brand, if you have to solve a problem and you can solve a problem, you win. And once I noticed that problem, man, the numbers literally drastically change. So I think the pop-up game is really different. I think it just gets you to a whole different crowd. And again, future business endeavors, wholesale. My biggest thing for Complex Con, whether or not we make the money back or not, because I've never done it before, my biggest thing is I want to get into a whole nother audience with stores and other clientele that I've never seen before that I can't do in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's going to be people like Nike, Vape, Jordan, Adidas, Hat Club. I can keep on going. Like, there's literally all these people in this area. They're not coming just for me. They're coming to see everything. You feel what I'm saying? So,
That's fire. Sheesh.
That's what's up. No, everything you're saying is like pretty dope. Like, I love the dressing room on Amazon. Like,
that shit was a cheat code,
like,
bro.
I've been like just the streetwears where customers actually felt uncomfortable actually trying it on against a lot of people. But the dressing room definitely free game right there.
Yeah.
Like, I love that one for real. And that's also building, like, more people in your community too. And that's another thing I wanted to dive in and ask you is, like, what's the key to not just getting new customers, but building a community?
Most definitely. So the easiest way to make your business really succeed, and also the easiest way to make, like, substantial income every single drop, is have your returning customer rate being higher. If you incentivize people who have already shopped with you to come back and shop, bro, your drops are always going to do well. Let's say I have a drop and I sell 500 pieces. Let's say I have a returning customer rate of 10% out of 500. But that's like 50 people. Cool. You got 50 people who are going to come back and buy the next time. Let's say I have a returning customer rate of like 50%. Out of those 500 people, I got 250 people. Cool. You done made your money back from the bulk. Because if you already know how profit margins work, I ain't going to lie. If you get 50 people out of half of your bulk, if you do it right, I'm not gonna lie, you already made your money back and some. So I would look at it as returning customer rate and incentivizing people to come back, whether or not it's a discount. And people need to stop crying about discounts, bro. This clothing brand shit, we make too much money. We can sit here and say we ain't making no profit. Y'all lying. I promise you, you just ain't pricing it right. So I would say, give them a discount or give them something that, hey, you're on the verge of receiving this, like maybe like a rewards program. I have recently started that as well too. After you reach $500 to $1,000 spent on my website, you get an automatic 25% no matter when you buy anything. I don't care what it is. But guess what? I guarantee you're going to use it every single time I drop something. So I would say just getting people to always come back, that's cool. Now getting the new people, that goes through your marketing. That goes to doing different things, like you said, the pop-ups, maybe ads if you're ready for that. Most people ain't ready for that, but we can talk about that later. But just things like that, though.
How important is community?
I think it's huge. I think, number one, a lot of people don't understand how big a brand can be with a community. Prime example, HMDD. Were they not the collab of the Cash Cobain party?
Yeah.
Community. That doesn't just correlate with Cash Cobain. There's no doubt in my mind. Yes, people are saying, "Oh yeah, Cash Cobain, this and the other." They have to see if there's HMDD's name attached to that. That's building a community. That when people start asking, they be like, "Who put this together? We had a great time." Oh, Cash Cobain was supposed to be the performer, but this was HMDD's event. Who is HMDD? Now they're looking into that because they enjoyed themselves at one thing. Now they're sitting here. Oh, now I'm shopping. They do more than just parties. So I think community is a huge thing because it keeps people around. Once you get people to stay with you, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you literally can't fail with any business. Most people, you pick McDonald's or Burger King. If you get the right order at McDonald's, you're probably gonna stay at McDonald's. If you get the right order at Burger King, you're probably gonna stay at Burger King. So just keeping that community definitely does really branch off the brand for sure.
For sure, yeah. And I feel like, a lot of people have been like, I know Instagram, they do that like broadcasting. You know, you can create like a
the broadcast channel and stuff like that.
Yeah, broadcast channel. So I feel like people have been highlighting it and making it like a thing to like kind of So, that's dope, man. I did have another question, right? So, what's the number one mistake you see clothing brand owners do that kills their momentum?
Kills their momentum? The number one thing.
Or just mistakes in general.
Okay. Worst mistakes is getting a big head. I think it's very easy to see. Let's say I have a drop that does a 5-figure drop or 6-figure drop.
Yeah.
It's so easy to go out and go buy every single pair of Balenciaga shoes that you never was able to afford.
Do you think that's a character flaw, or is just like it gets overwhelming? Like, what do you think?
I think it's a character flaw unless you do it for the right reasons. Prime example for me, I use it. I go buy this stuff. Balenciaga, please don't come get me. I go buy this stuff, and I'll actually use it for a video, and I'll return it as store credit and just go buy some more stuff with it. Seriously. So, like, I'll use it for my marketing for profit minded. Let's just say I got a pair of denim that I'm going to be dropping. Well, the denim, what are you going to be showing? The bottom half of somebody's body. What do you think I'm probably going to show? A pair of Balenciaga shoes that everybody wants. So I might throw them on some Alaskan boots or some track runners or this, that, and the other. And now the people that are looking at it like, oh, I want those Balenciagas, you're now focused on profit minded. Once I'm done with that video, though, I'm not going to lie. I'm definitely taking them back and I'm getting store credit because I didn't like how they fit. That's what I do. But I think it's definitely a character flaw. Unless you use it for business purposes, no, it's definitely a character flaw.
Yeah.
There's always a right way of doing everything, and a lot of people don't think about it like that at all.
And me personally, I feel like I've seen a mistake that I've seen a lot of people, brand owners make, especially newer brand owners. Like we already spoke on the trends, right? They deviate away from their own concepts to fulfill a trend need or a viral need.
Because it's so easy to do. It's so easy to follow a trend because, bro, you see that everybody did it. You can't tell me that you don't know how to do it. I know what's working. It's so easy to do that.
Right. Because we've talked to so many people, like small, like newer brand owners, asking for advice, whatever the case is. And then I like to ask the question because I feel like critical thinking is something a lot of younger people lack.
Yeah, they can't do it anymore.
You get what I'm saying?
Attention span's too short.
Exactly. So it's like, all right, this is your design. Your brand name is Motion Arrays or something like that. Motion, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, motion, STD
that's
or
another,
US, USA.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing with the names,
and
bro.
departments.
So your name is this. Okay, what does your name stand for? Oh, yeah, to uplift. All right, cool. So what does this design mean to you? Oh, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's a great way of like utilizing what we just talked about previously with the pop-ups is there should be nobody selling your product better than you can sell your product. You made it. Like, so I've always said, like, a lot of people, they'll have these pop-ups and they'll delegate the task of, hey, I'll just hire workers and they'll sell it for me. I will never attend a pop-up where I'm not the face and the person selling it. These folks don't know what the GSM on this damn hoodie is. You can't do that. So my thing is, you talking to the brand owner, they're able to articulate themselves very well. That builds trust not only within yourself personally with confidence, but also within the person possibly buying it. Because they're like, oh, the brand owner knows exactly what they're talking about. He can answer every single question that I'm asking him. So I think that's another thing, like you just said. Why would you make this piece if it doesn't correlate to anything you just told me
literally
prior?
Like it really doesn't make any sense. And I feel like I challenge new brand owners, whoever's watching this, to like really put it together. You can, like we spoke about earlier, right? You can do a trend, but just put your own spin on it that correlates to your brand personally, right? Because it's like, if it doesn't even make sense to you, if you can't explain your piece to me, why would I buy it?
And not to branch off, but R.P. Virgil. Screw that daggum 3% rule or whatever that we done turned it to. I'm just keeping it real. That might be controversial. That might get me canceled.
rule.
I'm gonna keep it real. Whatever we consider this 3% rule now is the worst thing that has ever been put in the clothing brand industry. Easily. We've heard of, when you see this works, just add this to it. Man, we ain't adding nothing. All we did was just take this. You feel what I'm saying? So I look at it as like, if I am reminded of somebody else's brand when I look at your brand, you might well put it up. If I can make a piece and I'll be like, oh, that reminds me of this, don't even drop it. Because I'm not thinking about you no more. I'm thinking about, this is another brand. This is another company. So,
yeah. And when we talk about like identity and niche, I feel like people lack that now.
Nobody has that now. There's no identity, man.
Everybody's
doing the same thing.
There's no identities no more. It's just a bunch of people who, you know what I really think too? I think a lot of people, they're idolizing these big influencers like the Sleazies, the
Hollywood Shaq.
They're idolizing them personally, and that's where the motivation is coming from. Mm-hmm. They don't really have a passion for fashion, bro.
I told you. The first thing I told you, bro, it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
not at all. I don't even call half of this stuff fashion. Like, I also hate the word streetwear. That's now become one of my least liked words within the clothing brand industry. I hate the word streetwear because 90% of the stuff that y'all are making, bro, this is not streetwear.
Right.
This is just, I don't know what to call it, but I wouldn't wear that shit in the streets. I swear I wouldn't. Like, that shit be terrible. But again, it's easier to say it's a streetwear brand because that's what everybody else is saying it is. Oh, I make a streetwear brand. Oh, I'm gonna start a streetwear brand too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, for sure. Let's get into some profit. So, money talk. Basically, I want to ask, in the early stages of profit, what's an advice to keep profit in the early stages versus reinvesting in your brand again?
For sure. I learned the rule from my grandma. You can't buy it 3 times, you don't buy it. I recently went and purchased a car. Again, my grandma said if you can't put that, whatever they ask for that down payment 3 times, you don't need to buy that car. And so nice. I think the same thing with your business. Before you spend all that money, understand, money has to go back into it. If I made $2,000 profit from this last drop, profit, not the whole, this, that, and the other, I can't go out and spend $1,500 and expect me to go buy another bulk order of what I just dropped. So I look at it as understanding that you can't spend that much money on other things that don't make your business money early. You can't do that. Until your business becomes super profitable, go have a little bit of fun. And even then, I still say if you're not using it for business purposes, bro, it's not a necessity. But if you want this business to keep on going, you gotta put way more into the business than your own personal, accomplishments or things you've never owned before. I'm not gonna lie, I did it myself. I ain't gonna lie, I was balling when I first made that 30K. I don't even know where that motherfucker is.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized soon, I was like, I blew that 30 and I was like, it didn't help my business at all. If anything, I'm just stuck with a bunch of things or things that I'll never see again. Good foods, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But I say profit is probably a great thing, Yeah. I think that's a big thing that people don't really pay attention to because they see the revenue, not the profit margins.
Yeah.
And that's a totally different ball game. You know what I mean? That's completely different.
If anybody ever knows, it was you. Your name profit.
Come on now, real talk.
But coming from me, right? Because I'm a big financial literacy guy. Huge, right? Went to school for finance, graduated MBA accounting, right? A lot of people, again, we just talked about people not really wanting to go into fashion because they like fashion. Oh. And then we're in a world, right, in 2025 where almost 65% of people are financially illiterate.
No, most definitely.
So now you might have a person who are just doing this just because, and you're financially illiterate. Mm-hmm. These brands are just coming and going. You get what I'm saying? It's just like let's say they get lucky. They go viral on their first two posts, whatever the case is, they sell out. They spend 70% of that. Now you kind of have to make that back to fulfill your next shipment that you probably don't even know you about to drop. So it's just like, financial literacy is probably one of I feel like
something that's not taught.
Yeah.
At all. And it's something that's so important. I just read a statistic because I'm a big numbers guy. I'm a big statistic guy. I like learning.
Yeah.
I just learned that if you have $5,000 in your savings account, you have more money than like 90% of America.
Which is so sad.
Oh, D.
And mind you, most people's rent be like, where I work from is like $2K plus.
Yeah.
Y'all up here, y'all got it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't up here. But like $5,000 in your savings account and you're financially ahead of 90% of America. And it's not because we're not making the money. It's because we don't know how to budget it and we don't know what to do with the money to possibly make us more money. Like a lot of things, again, you could be a clothing brand owner, but you can, like we were just talking about, you can delegate tasks or you can open up different avenues from this that make you lose no money within your business, but open up new gateways to making more money. So I think financial literacy is one thing that we weren't taught. I actually was learning a little bit about it before I dropped out of my master's program in college. I got my degree in graphic design, but I took a financial literacy class, and it's one of those things that is very important because if you don't know how to budget your money, you'll never make money in it at all.
Yeah. That's man. I feel like that got to be one of the first steps too. Like you said, right? You told them to get a job.
Get a job, man.
Now come up with a plan on how we're gonna finance this thing.
Most definitely.
Because a business is a machine, right? That needs to be fed.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you have to feed it money. You have to keep feeding it.
You can't ever run away from the money.
And some
people
oil changes too.
Like you gotta feed it money. You have to keep feeding it, keep feeding it.
It's another bill now.
In a way, and not only that, the clothing brand space is probably one of the most expensive barriers to entry businesses.
That's correct.
Right?
And people don't know that. Because who cares?
Tariffs, you got tariffs going on, whatever, the whole tariffs thing. You got
marketing,
shipping.
You have to pay for, you have to pay for models possibly. You have to pay for gas to deliver these orders and, take it to the post office, materials. People don't realize that, again, they just see the success of another person, and that's all they care about.
Right. There's so many ways to lose track of where spend is going.
Oh, yes,
right?
most definitely.
And it's like, if you're not paying attention, if you can easily go out of business.
Most definitely.
Then who just went out of, what was it, Forever 20?
Forever 21 just closed everywhere.
Forever 21?
Yep, correct.
Because of tariffs.
Because of tariffs.
Correct? Yeah. So it's just like,
Shein just increased their prices because of tariffs.
Which is crazy.
No D.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and it's like, and then there's another thing. A lot of people don't know how to separate business from personal.
Not at all. Most definitely. I think I'm going to actually put them on game. There's 2 apps that I would tell everybody to download.
Go ahead.
Miles IQ and the app Keeper. Number 1, go open up a business account with your credit cards or debit cards, this, that, and the other. When you get this debit card or credit card, put some money into it if you have it, this, that, and the other. And that card should only be swiped whenever you're doing anything business related. If you're using personal, you use your personal card. With the Keeper app, as soon as you swipe that card, it's going to calculate that and keep it as a note for your business that, hey, that is a tax expense that's going into my business. But if you use a personal card, let's say I want to just go get something to eat, and that can still be a business venture. But you need to learn how to separate the two. And when you separate those two with those apps, that helps. Same thing with Miles IQ. If I go drop off an order at the post office, that's gas that I had to use to make the business run. You don't drop off orders, guess what? You're losing money. So I would always say, again, financial literacy and understanding why this business has to run and how it has to run because of my spend, you got to understand it. And I learned about those apps a little bit late, but they're some of the greatest apps in the world. And it also helps with filing taxes. Yeah. Guess what? With the Keeper app, that one card that you swipe, that's all a business card.
Yeah.
I take it to my tax accountant. She literally files that out, makes it a PDF or CSV file. Guess what? She gets everything. She figures out, this was profit, this wasn't profit. Boom, we're done. Mm-hmm. Pay if you got to pay. Don't pay if you don't got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So
another alternative is QuickBooks.
QuickBooks as well.
Right.
Definitely.
Literally, wherever you drive, it's tracking it. Like, literally, you go to the corner store. You could just check it as personal or business, whatever the case is. You're tracking everything. I feel like not especially in the clothing brand space, but in business in general, you have to treat it like it has to be a well-oiled machine with systems in place.
Has to make sense.
And one of the most important departments is the finance department. In any business, the most important department is the finance department.
No money, there's no business.
You know what I'm saying?
I was arguing with a dude for 2 hours on live talking about, oh, I do this for this, that, and the other. I said, bro, if you made no money, you wouldn't do this. It's true. It's all businesses. I'm not saying it's all money driven, but it's a component we can't ever forget. It's there. You can't run away from finances within a business because that makes it grow. You can't not grow with any business. Even nonprofits get money. So you can't tell me that it's not about finances. That doesn't make sense.
Finance is low-key the key to life because I'm getting on my master's in health administration.
Congratulations.
And appreciate it. And the top of the chain of the hospital, you'll think is like the big doctors, the big top dudes, and it's really the finance. You're looking at finance like entry level. I'm talking about $145,000 to $160,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And you have doctors and nurses making, less than that, but. You see the nurses saving the lives, but it's really the finance dude who's helping the hospital run.
There's levels to the
There's
game.
levels to it, So definitely big with the finance for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they gonna get it, man.
Hey, either they will or they won't. But we really, y'all got it though.
Yeah. So boom, right? We talked about it a lot. Real quick, I want to talk about because you know how it feels to go viral.
I do.
Right? But somehow you've made your business into a sustainable clothing brand, right? You make quality garments. Not only have you taken advantage of certain trends, spin it into your own, right? You've made a path for yourself. Like, to be honest, in some cases, you've become trends. Like, you've made trends yourself, right? So how do you go from, right, that let's say someone thinks of you as that viral brand of the moment when you were going viral to a well-oiled, sustainable brand? Like, how do you make that transition? Because I feel like a lot of people can't make that transition.
Not at all, most definitely. I think the number one thing that I learned, and I think I told you this because me and Moses talk a lot. And I think I told him last year my biggest goal for 2025 was, and I have goals set for myself every year.
Yeah.
My biggest goal this year was I wanted to become the business owner and no longer the worker. That's something that a lot of people will never truthfully see because their business will end up possibly failing or they just don't want to go out of pocket with things. But I've started delegating so many different things within the business to make it to where I have more free time to do what I'm the best at. Number one thing about it, like he said, design-wise, I got my degree in graphic design. I think that's something that I'm great at. I'm not going to say I'm not good at shipping out orders, but one thing I told myself is it's starting to become a little bit too slow and customers are starting to let me know that I can either ignore the customers who are putting money into my pocket or I could address the situation by putting money into something else for somebody else to do, and that solves a problem. Again, with that, I no longer answer emails. I have somebody from my email team. Wholesale, I'm working on that as well also. I no longer ship out my orders to my fulfillment people. Shout out to Packing. If y'all want to lock in with them, tell them Prophet sent you. But at Tallahassee, Florida. But I would definitely say, like, there's things that you got to put in place that, again, some people don't have to do it. I'm not going to lie to you. You don't have to pay somebody to do anything. But in reality, later on in life, you're going to lose money because you're trying to be stingy holding on to money. Guaranteed. I guarantee you're going to lose a lot more money because you're not going to have no free time. Like I was just talking about, I got a Shopify order. I guarantee if I look at my Shopify right now, the order's already fulfilled.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. Because that's their job. I pay them for that.
Yeah. So when you were going like viral and you were getting all these orders and you sold out the first time or the second time or third time, were you anxious at all? Or like what was that feeling like?
Thank God for me playing college football and playing sports, but I've never been the type to ever be anxious or nervous about drops. I know I hear that all the time within this business, like, man, it's drop day. Even though I have everything in order, I'm still antsy to see what the results are. I've always looked at it as, and again, shout out to my dad. He's a great man. He was just like, man, listen, it's going to happen. If you put your best in, you really can't get mad at anybody. All you did was just learn something. Hey, maybe I didn't do this. Maybe I did this, but I could have did it a little bit better this way. So I don't really look at getting like antsy or really, you know, that stressed out about myself, because if I did the best in myself with the work that I put in before, prior to the drop, the results are going to show. And if they don't show, hey, let's take a step back. Let's analyze what we did do and what we didn't do. Let's try to work on that in the next drop.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Word, because like, oh man, me personally, I would get a little tiny bit anxious. I'm not gonna lie.
And a lot of people do. A lot of people do. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I'm just like, I see, I tend to like fall in love with the product, and I'm just like, damn, I hope these people like actually mess with it how they saying they mess with it.
Because you really can never tell.
You know how it go, like, and this another thing too, like your friends be like, yo, I'm copping.
Oh, brother, bro, I don't want to hear that, man.
I don't want to hear that. I'm copping Friday.
But it be the strangest copping, bro. It be the dude from the Nebraska and North Dakota copping, and the dude live 2 miles away from you. He say he copping, he don't even cop.
Nah, most definitely, that's real, man. Your strangers are gonna make you very wealthy in life. You'll never meet 90% of the people who are wearing your product unless they tag you in photos, but they're the people that are actually gonna support you. The family, I always look at it as, don't get that excited your first couple drops. Your family is going to support you because you're new to this. That's like me saying, oh, I just started a new job. Why would I sit there and knock your new job if you're just not doing it? Now, later on in life, it's going to start fading away and fading away and fading away. If you don't do the right things with making the right products, it's going to fade away. That's just how life is, and that's why life is full of trends, especially within this industry. Those first few drops, you're always going to have the most support. You're going to have hella support. You're going to sell out probably your first few drops because everybody's on your side. Can you sustain that? Can you top what you do? That's the only time I will say, I will go back on what I said and rebuttal that. I actually do get nervous and anxious only about one thing. What I just did, am I able to top that, and how can I top that? That's the only thing. Not just on drop day. The marketing, the product, the thought process. How can I get this in front of more people? How can I make the brand expand with this next drop? That's the only thing I get anxious about, because I know there's so many different things that can correlate to it going well or bad. More bad than good, of course, because you know how hard it is to make it good in the business. You already know.
For sure. Yeah,
for sure. One of these last pointers, longevity. When we speak about longevity and hype, so how do you balance, like, keeping that momentum and then having something that's hyped?
Most definitely. So, again, kind of like we were just talking about, understanding your purpose within the brand. Understanding, do you want to be a guy who makes one big drop and call it a day? Or do you want to be a guy who can be remembered when they might be gone off this face of this earth? One thing I look at it as when it comes to the products is, I try to make clothes that can be worn no matter what the trend is. I think I try to make products that if you want to buy these years down the line, people are not going to say, oh, that wasn't popping back then. I try to make clothes that literally make sense years down the line. That cardigan was dropped 2 years ago, still going crazy. There are products that I dropped months ago that might have already went and gone. But I think understanding longevity is actually how you'll shape your business way better than you trying to follow a trend, because the trend is going to go. We just got back into wearing baggy clothes.
Yeah.
If you would have wore baggy clothes back when I was in high school, I'm not going to lie, we would have sent you back home. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as, yes, trends will come back. Will we be on this earth to see that trend come back?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a time where skinny jeans come back. I ain't going to lie, I personally am bringing the mufflers back. I ain't going to lie, I'm going more into the slim, more straight things like that. But trends are going to come back. You just got to figure out, do I want to be the guy who has to wait for the trend to come back to be, relevant again? Or, hey, can I make something that lasts decades, months, years, things like that?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And it's hard to do that too. Yeah. I would say, it's easy to talk about it. It's very hard to think about the longevity in a product.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the future. Nobody can see it. So if you sit there and think about a product with longevity and how it makes sense longer in life, oh yeah, it makes more sense. Same thing with logo design. We talk about that all the time. Louis Vuitton's logo, or all these other brands' logos, they typically don't change that much. Coca-Cola has pretty much had the same logo for a long time.
For sure.
But the thing is, though, no matter what generation you see Coca-Cola in, that logo is still effective.
Yeah.
And that's them thinking about the longevity, not just what's going on right now.
Yeah. So, boom. Last question before we get out of here, right? If you could go back to when you first started
Okay.
Knowing who you are now, what's the best piece of advice you give yourself?
Take your time and you got it. It's gonna be good. There's gonna be bad. There's gonna be in-betweens that you can't control. There's gonna be a lot of things that you really will never be able to control. That, again, that's just what part of the game is. Understand it's not easy, but understand if you really want to do this, you're gonna find a way to get it done.
Yeah.
You can either make excuses for yourself and just be like, oh, well, this is it, and we're done. Or you could be the guy who sits there and be like, hey, this is a problem. Let's see if we can solve this problem. I would basically just tell myself, yeah, you got it. And I'm not going to lie. You just got to figure out if you're going to be able to sustain it. Like, I've had losses within this business. I've had financial gains and mental gains. I've had mental losses and things of that nature. But if I quit as soon as I failed, I'm not going to lie, I would have quit a whole lot of things back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Word, man. Yo, damn. A lot of gems, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Sheesh. But yo, I appreciate you for coming up here, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man.
All the way from Atlanta, Georgia,
man.
Mississippi, man.
Yeah,
we made it happen.
We did. We made it happen.
Yeah, but yo, where can the people find you?
Oh, man, they can always find me, man. Y'all make sure it's crazy. Y'all can do this. Y'all can actually just type the word profit in on social media, and it's going to be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blue check. Type in profit minded, and right underneath it's going to say it's profit _. And that's on all social media. So
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Profit.
Most definitely.
Yo, thank you for tuning in to the Value Main Podcast, where value is given at no cost to you. I'm your boy Moses.
I'm the boy Danelle.
And we out, man. Let's
Most
get
definitely. Keep God in your life
Yeah.
for real. No joke.
it. For sure. Yeah.
No joke.
Damn.